Hello and welcome back to RØDECaster User Meetup on Learner to Learner, a collaborative learning channel where we all come together. And in this next hour, we're going to learn all about the RØDECaster, RØDECaster Pro II, RØDECaster Duo, RØDECaster, maybe even the OG. But I want to invite you to participate. This is potentially a call-in show if you want to call in. It's also, you can ask your questions directly in the chat on YouTube, and we will interact with you there. The link also, if you want to join directly on the show, calling into the show, you can go to the website, learnertolearner.com. I put the link in the chat already. Go there and click on the call in with Zoom button right here, and it'll bring you to a registration page. Just agree to be on the show, put your name and your email address, and from there we will... the system will send you the link to join the call. So if you want to do that, but I need to keep reminding people, please interact with me in the chat first too. If your name come up strangely, like the last couple of weeks, there were like 3 registration. That sounded a little bit fishy, so I did not approve you. But if you're one of those 3 people, let me know, or check your email. I sent you 2 emails already. But anyway, let's go meet our guests. Here we have, who do we have here? We have Neil joining us for the first time. Neil, tell us where you are.
Hi, everybody. I'm actually in Europe. I'm in Portugal right now, and it's 2 a.m. in the morning.
I can't believe it, but thank you for joining us. Good to have you here. And some of you who are familiar with the eCam community, you'll recognize Neil. But anyway, it's good to have you here for the first time. Thanks for joining at 2 a.m. And we also have our regular Phil is also here. Hello, Phil.
I'm a regular.
You are a regular.
Wow.
Good to have you here. And it sounds like you have your RØDECaster set up earlier. I heard the little voice changer.
I do, but I have concern.
Okay, this is why you're here. So because you can voice your concerns, and the same concerns might be thought by other people watching. So that's a good thing. And we also have our soon-to-be regular, but a brand new RØDECaster owner, George. Hello, George.
Hello.
Welcome back. So we have a room full of RØDECasters users. So I think George has a RØDECaster Duo. I believe Phil has a RØDECaster Pro II. And
I do.
I think Neil also has a RØDECaster Pro II, if I'm not mistaken. And
Yeah, that's
so do
right.
I. And let's see, Wayne is already. You are a regular, just not on camera as often, but you always are here. And also we have Louis also here. Hello. So if you want to join, feel free to go do so. I put the link already in the chat. If you have joined before, like Wayne, and if you want to call in the show again, feel free to do so. Register again. You will get that email automatically, and then the link to join the show will be there. And if you happen to be joining the show and I forgot to go check on the registration to approve you, please bug me in the chat. We love interaction in the chat, so that's a good thing. Welcome, everybody. I see a few people already watching. All right. I'm so excited. Let's talk to Neil. Neil is here for the first time. So Neil, good-looking set. Amazing set. You did a little something. I can see a little. What happened? What'd you say?
Everything froze.
Yeah. Is it froze?
No, it's back now.
Okay. Maybe your internet connection. Remember we talked about that last week?
Yeah, it could very well be.
Well, anyway, Neil. So tell us, this is not Neil. Well, anyway, Neil. So I think I'm hearing a little. Well, who's that coming from? That's coming from George. George, I think. Are you watching it live too?
Never mind. I forgot I had my iPhone plugged in. I'm sorry.
Okay, so Neil, now talking to you now, Neil. So you are in Europe. Curious. I mean, I've known you through the eCam community. Now I'm curious what brought you here tonight.
Although Neil's not on the screen, I am.
Yeah, because he's. Go ahead and speak, Neil, and then this is active speaker, and hopefully it's going to bring you up. There you go.
Oh, there it is. No problem.
Really
well,
great.
I've been meaning to join your show for a while. I've subscribed to your channel, and I'm a big fan of RØDECasters. As you know, I've been playing around with them for a while. I had the original RØDECaster I when it came out, and I think like everybody else was in awe of how good this product was. But when the RØDECaster II came out, shortly after, I was thinking, oh no, I've just spent money on the first one. Can I sell it and get this second one? Because I heard about the preamps being a lot better and things like that. So so I decided to take the plunge and go for the RØDECaster Pro II. And you and I met John at Creator Camp last year. I think it was great. And we got chatting around shows and things that you do and so on. So yeah, I've been wanting to come on the show for a while and watch the stuff. And yeah, it's fun to be here. So I thought I might not be here every week, every other week maybe. Because
you got to commit to staying up late.
Yes, I know that's the problem. That's the problem. It's how far I can stay up late before I fall asleep. But yeah, I just wanted to be here and you know, join in the fun and I see the kind of show that you do, and it's an honor to be here. So thanks so much for having me.
Thank you. Lovely to have you here. So as you might know a little bit, and I also try to explain that a little bit to you ahead of time, that I usually I have something that I want to talk about in mind, but sometimes it just depends on the questions that come in, and it's a call-in show. So if people call in wanting to check the sound or whatever, that might take over what we already pre-planned. But I'm going to also say hello to people on Clubhouse. Hello, Clubhouse peeps. This is how it all started. Looks like we have Brandon is here. Lalo's here. Lalo's a regular. Welcome back, Lalo. The Clubhouse numbers are not as big anymore, but this originated from the Clubhouse. This whole idea about the call-in show came from Clubhouse, and I started doing that on Clubhouse during the thick of the pandemic and been continuing this whole process of having people call in. The RØDECaster user meetup was started there selfishly so that I can have other members teach me how to use my brand new RØDECaster at that time. I also, like you, Neil, purchased the OG first during the pandemic. I think I bought mine in 2020 maybe, and then subsequently got the RØDECaster Pro II. So that's how the RØDECaster user meetup started to be in Clubhouse, and now open it up wider on YouTube. And I have to say, now it did force me to try to verbally communicate where things are, how to find what menu, but gosh, is it much nicer. Oh wait, especially when it's upside down. It's much nicer to be able to visually see what you're doing like this, as opposed to trying to verbally communicate which button, which menu to go to. So a lot easier with the visuals. We also have another regular is now joining us. John Lowe is here. Hello, John Lowe.
Good evening, guys.
John Lowe, it's Neil. Remember we used to talk about Neil?
Straight away when I saw your live, I got to set up everything, turn on everything. I just woke up, by the way. Hello, Neil. Nice to meet you. Nice to actually speaking to you directly right now.
I know he's in Malaysia, friend of mine.
Yeah.
And we watch you all the time. We would talk about the stuff that you do on your channel. And so when I remember going to Creator Camp, at Ecamm Creator Camp last year, and I told John, I get to meet Neil.
Oh my.
So here we are.
You weren't too disappointed.
No, I love it.
The best thing that I got from Neil, I think I may have like fangush you a little bit about previously on your channel, where you were talking about the MIDI thing on the RØDECaster, where I don't know about everywhere else. I couldn't find that same kind of resources about how to trigger anything from the Stream Deck to the RØDECaster, and that videos that you released was gold to me.
That's right.
Oh, thank you so much.
Yes, that's lovely. And I'm still using, except for occasionally when I install the new firmware or the beta firmware, sometimes it breaks things and I don't know what's causing it to break. I remember I reached out to you one time, Neil. I was like, why is it not working anymore? And then it started working again. So I'm not exactly sure what's causing it to work or not to work. I haven't really tested it out completely, but usually if I reboot everything, sometimes it comes back. I don't know. We'll
I
see.
find the same problem.
Yeah, do
John,
you?
when I updated the firmware and things like that, and it's a combination of things. I think sometimes when Stream Deck updates their firmware as well, the MIDI plugin sort of stops working. So
Okay.
a quick, swift reboot seems to fix everything. Like today,
Yeah,
that
I'm
works
hearing it.
now.
Yeah.
That was the Windows shutdown. So that works now. But sometimes it just doesn't. So I just have to reboot. It's always worth trying it before you go live or record something, just in case.
Yeah, sometimes I do that live. I switched to. I was like, I know better. I should like run a few things. I did run something.
Before you go live.
I did check my browser this time. Like last time I went to the browser and boom, it was on the wrong window. So that is correct, except for this week it was my downshot that was incorrect earlier. It was flip upside down. Anyway, I have a document camera. Do you guys remember document camera? It's just one of those straight up and like kind of like a crane looking thing. It's for when I was doing calligraphy, I would go live doing calligraphy, and that's the camera that I was using. So I changed that to my RØDECaster cam now. So like last week we were talking about, let's see what Rob has to say. So Rob's our regular too. Rob says he sold his RØDECaster Pro I, which is my RØDECaster Pro I, the OG. I sold it to Rob. Rob got a RØDECaster Duo now, and a Duo? I think it's a Duo. And he sold his RØDECaster Pro I. So it's at least it has a new home.
Has he set up his RØDECaster Duo already?
Yes, he has. So let's see. I'm gonna go to the questions. This is how. Okay, let's see. Reggie asks, anyone tried dual recording with Call Me and Riverside at the same time? I have not, but I did check out somebody today talking about using their Call Me functionality with StreamYard. I would imagine it would be similar. But my question is, I just don't. I mean, maybe Reggie, you can elaborate a little bit more as to why would you want to do that if you already have like a higher quality recording on the separate end? Maybe you just want the immediate live call to be higher quality, and then you don't have to do any editing. You can just I don't know. Maybe you can tell me how and why you want to use Riverside or StreamYard, similar service, and Call Me at the same time. Maybe I'll let everybody else chime in if you do use that, or if you have given it a few seconds of a thought of you want to use Call Me. And anybody tested Call Me yet? Anybody tested it?
John, I have so
Glenn is
many
here.
thoughts. I have to interject for two reasons.
Yes.
And now I'm trying to decide which one I want to say first.
Neil,
I've
of course.
come to
Neil first.
I've come to it. I have come to a decision. I look on my screen and I see Neil Fairman. How much are we paying Neil to be here?
You guys are too kind. I have to go now. It's too much.
Oh.
I do appreciate you. Thank you so much.
This is Neil. First of all, it's very nice to see you, and then second, it is so weirdly ironic because I think it was over the weekend. I looked at your videos on integrating Stream Deck with RØDECaster because I just got a Stream Deck and I need to do that. And so I purchased the little pamphlet on the shortcuts, and then I purchased the icons also. So I've given you a little bit of money this week. And did you feel richer?
I did. It's it's life changing now. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Hence the reason you're able to be here with us tonight. I think that's where we're getting to
Thank
here.
you so much.
Okay, so
Appreciate it anyway. All joking aside, appreciate it.
Rob says, what is Neil's, Niel, Neil's YouTube page? Let me see if I can get you
Just
that.
my name. It's just at Neil Faramond. That's it. Yeah.
Let me see who else just joined us. So this is what I sometimes get a little distracted. So if you okay, it's Charles here. If you talk to me like Glenn last week for I don't know, an hour, and I kept getting distracted and I would ignore him. So here's Charles joining us. Hello, Charles.
What's up?
I was telling Neil ahead of time before he joined. I said, it's sometimes I have a topic set for when I don't have anybody join, and so far lately hasn't been a problem. And last couple of weeks it's been full house. I tried to redo the little layout to fit 9 people with an active speaker in the middle. I did not finish doing that. Right? My time for this show is Tuesday. I mean, I do answer comments and tweak my descriptions, but I do. Let me put the link in there. I do have I do only mostly spend the time on the show on Tuesday, and I do everything, scheduling and everything on Tuesday. Here's another Ecamm family. Gary, hello Gary. Good to have you here. I'll put the link in there for you, Rob. No worries. And let me see if I can get to the next question. Oh, here's the question. And again, this is open to everybody. Question, is there a way to get RØDE Wireless Micro to work with the RØDECaster Pro II now that the free camera receiver is out? Good question. So I'm going to take a stab at it, and then you guys tell me, because I have more questions than answers, really. Now that the camera receiver's out, I wonder if you are able to connect the camera receiver via USB into the USB 2 of your RØDECaster Pro II for it to connect like the other newer 4th generation wireless. Oh, did you try it? Yes. That's it. Yeah, look, visual guy.
Can't.
You can?
Can't.
You can't. You tried it?
Well, so it's
Yes, I'm having some issue with Ecamm. It's like it's not updating the. See, Charles was talking, and then my active speaker's not coming out. Oh wait, it's for that connection. But it's
I
okay.
know.
But is there a USB?
I was disappointed.
Is there a USB-C though on there?
There is.
Is it just
There
for power?
is.
If there is, you might be able to plug the USB. So you don't want to plug. I mean, you could, but you could plug it like analog with the TRS cable. But if you can connect the USB-C connection to your RØDECaster Pro II, not USB number 2 connection, you would be able to see it, I think, if it's the newer generation of wireless system. Anybody else have any thoughts?
Which one's
No, I would just jerry rig it like I've done my Hollyland. It looks like that's what his option is he can just use the adapters to work it into the RØDECaster.
Yeah, yes, that would be if you don't have USB 2. Yeah, try it live. This is what we love to do. Try it live, break things. I've crashed 5 times on one show using Ecamm's beta. And I warn people. Watching replay would not have known. It's just a glitch. It's just a blink. So my hope is, because it's a new wireless system that the receiver is, that you should be able to, I forgot what they call it, something 4th generation, 4th something. Do you know what it's called, Neil? Like the Rode, it's the newer wireless receiver system. That if it is that, you might be able to plug it in. Like 4th gen, something like that. I can't remember. I should write it down, because every time I think of it, I have to look it up. And but technically you could.
Compatible?
Sorry, say that again, Phil.
You're talking about which wireless devices are compatible?
The RØDE Wireless Mic. What is it called? RØDE Wireless Micro. That when it first came out, it only has like an iPhone or like a USB-C receiver. Now they just came out with a camera receiver, which is one that you can plug into your camera using TRS connection or potentially USB 2, which we'll find out to see if Charles is able to get that connected. So
I got to make sure I can connect the actual microphone to the receiver. I took it out of the box. I charged it, and then I was like, "Oh well, this is pointless. How am I going to use this?"
Phil,
I need to step away for just a minute.
Okay, shit, no problem.
And leave a blank in the middle of your screen.
Yeah, you can. You can pause. It's okay. We'll
Right,
we'll
back.
bring you back. And here's another feature request that I'm gonna tell Neil. It's like, when in my situation I have everybody assigned, like the layouts A B C D E F G, the placeholder
Right.
camera. I would love to be able in the camera switcher. Maybe I'll show it to you so you know what I'm talking about. This thing. So no, wrong screen. Sorry, this screen. This screen. This screen. There you go. Okay, so when I'm in this layout, if I have everybody here and I want to have that black hole fill, I have to go, let's say if I want to move Charles up here, I get to go move Charles here and then do this, right? I would love to be able to just click and drag and swap places. Like both are assigned or
Oh, right.
empty. If I
Yeah.
can just click, if I want Neil to be on camera A, B position, I wish I could just click and drag and drop it there. I mean, I can click
Yeah,
and
that would be
drag
useful.
and drop it up here, but then that changes my camera placeholder to you instead of camera, like, that I can keep. So anyway, I've been trying to record, like clip something that I can send Ken and Glenn. I think I described the fastest this time, so I will clip that. And then say, okay,
Yeah,
I'm going
just
to add
do
a
that,
marker.
yeah,
I'm going to add a marker to this recording. All right. Okay. So Charles is trying this out for us. He's trying to figure out to see if we can get USB
I'm
2
trying
to
to get
recognize the
paired.
receiver. Pair. Oh, you mean your transmitter to the receiver?
Yeah.
Wait, Rob, do you have a wireless micro? I'm curious. Maybe you do. I don't remember. But anyway, okay, so let me see. Wayne says, I can plug my wireless Pro to USB 2. There was no processing. I wondered if the update also brought us the ability to proxy the audio and use effects like noise gate. Oh, I see. So that does not have, so you can't process it. It just comes in as a mic. Oh, maybe all of them do not have that ability to process. I know you can do that to call me, which maybe at some point we'll transition into that discussion. And of course, especially Neil, I know you're very polite and your first time here. If you have anything to chime in, feel free to chime in whenever there's a pause, or you can always raise your hand, and then we'll come to you. Okay.
Sure. Thank you.
All right. I know Michael just joined us, but what is this? John just wanted to let you know what I won't be around today and for following 2 weeks. Got to run now. Okay. Yeah, but like I said, I think I've watched. Okay, is this Aaron? Yes. Okay. Okay. So yes, I was wondering who that was. It was from a different account. Okay, it's from Aaron. So now I'm gonna add Michael to it as we have John speak.
I just wanted to say, right?
Yeah.
I kept track on RØDE Wireless Go for the longest time until I cannot keep track anymore. Their product line has been so vast, the wireless Go, the ones, the square ones, and then right now the wireless micro, that I totally don't understand.
Oh,
the
like
product.
there's so many variety of it. You mean like there's the RØDE Wireless
I own the
Go
wireless Go,
2.
the OG,
Uh-huh.
and then the wireless Go 2, which then when the RØDECaster Pro II came, when they enabled the connection directly, it says that, hey, you can use it directly without needing to plug in anything. That was great, right? So that was wireless Go 2, and that was the transmitter thing that says that, hey, that generation onwards, you can connect to the RØDECaster Pro, right? And then I would then assume every other wireless Go would have the capability, but right now I just do not know anymore.
Yeah, I think isn't there like the first one, definitely not. The original wireless Go is not supported. I think the Go 2 is supported.
Go to
Two-
is supported. First
It's support.
generation.
So there are two things. There's that's a second generation, and then there's like, oh no, that's a third generation, and then there's like a fourth gen that is the latest one, where it will recognize your USB 2 connection to your RØDECaster. But the third gen wireless system can be paired to the RØDECaster directly. So you can be paired directly to the receiver inside your RØDECaster Pro 2 and Duo. Did anybody have any other thoughts about the confusion of the different generations wireless and what can be connected to the USB 2 of your RØDECaster Duo and Pro 2?
So that's what I was asking earlier. I mean, I know you were saying it's anything that's Series 4. By the way, can you guys hear me? Do I sound?
Yes, we can hear you.
Mm-hmm. Then it's just on my end. Yeah, it's anything that's Series 4.
Yes,
wireless.
yes, Series 4 wireless, yeah. So Series 4 wireless is allowing you to see the USB 2 connection. If it's Series 3, you can still pair the wireless device to the receiver of your RØDECaster. You just can't plug in the receiver via USB on your RØDECaster and have it be visible on your RØDECaster.
How many Series 4 products are there?
Oh my gosh, I have it listed last week. On their website, they list the. Let me see if I can find my notes.
Wireless Go 2, Wireless ME, Wireless Pro, according to Rode. Oh, so not the Interview Pro.
But Wayne managed to get it
The
to
Interview Pro
connect.
should be.
Yeah, Interview should be the latest one.
Should.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said Interview Pro is able to connect.
Okay.
Okay, so I see it. Here's a list. Video, Interview. Okay, that's not the wireless one. Wireless products, Interview Pro, Wireless Go Gen 3, Wireless Pro. I already said that. I meant Interview Pro. Interview Pro, Interview Pro, Wireless Me, and Wireless Go 2 also can. Wireless Go
Connect
2.
via the USB.
There's also Wireless Go 2 and is Wireless Go Gen 3 a newer replacement of the Wireless Go 2?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's 2 Wireless Go 2s?
There's a wireless.
one.
There's a wireless Go, then there's a wireless Go 2, then there's a wireless Go 3,
Okay.
and there's a wireless
Which they
Me,
call it Gen 3.
and there's a wireless Micro,
Yes. And Pro. Wireless Pro.
and a wireless
Neil's
Pro.
shaking his head.
Yeah.
By the way, Aaron, who said that he can't join us tonight said that he said, I recognize that guy who's on now. I think I've watched his video. I bet he's talking about Neil.
We are not worthy.
But you know what? Before we go into more discussion about the Call Me functionality, which I want to get into, I want to quickly say hi to Michael and see if he has anything to add. Michael, hello, Michael.
Hello. Good evening, morning,
Wherever you are, it's all over the place. It's
I know.
It's 2:30 a.m. Over where Neil is.
Yeah, it's like 9:30 p.m. my time, but I know for John, it's also like morning in Malaysia.
Yeah. Hey, where's John? Did I lose? Oh, he stepped away. So that's why you're watching the ocean. So I sometimes ask these questions, and I'll open it up to everybody, especially RØDECaster wise. What are the things that you just discovered for newer user, and sometimes could be existing users? What are the functionality that you just discovered that you feel like, I want to share with all the other RØDECaster users? Or what is that one thing that you always find yourself sharing with other RØDECaster users? Let's go in the order of this layout. Neil, is there any one particular tip or functionality that you would want to share with another RØDECaster user?
I think the people that I've helped in the past have just got a little bit confused with the whole mix minus and audio routing and things like that, and so on. You know, they'll plug it all together, and then it'll just be a little bit of a mess. which they seem to get themselves into. And it isn't for the faint-hearted, I guess, when you first get one of these devices, right? And there is a lot of configuration. So I just try and help them and just keep it as basic and as simple as possible. Maybe just use one channel for now. You don't have to plug both USB-Cs in and things like that. And I think that's the first thing. But I'm always intrigued by other people's audio settings as well with regards to the channel audio settings. There's so many different microphones set up. We've all got different mics here and things like that. So I'm always curious to know what people's settings are and how they've got the audio effects and processing set up to get the best out of their microphone. Do people just pick one from Rode and leave it, or do people tweak? But there's a lot of those things.
I'm very curious about that too.
Neil, I can answer that question. You're in the right place. What you do is you come here and you ask John to help you.
Okay, cool.
It's the John setting.
Exactly.
Yeah. Just export your settings, John, and just share them with everybody. Just plug them in.
Everybody talked about that. I did a bunch of shorts, by the way. If you check out, I did a bunch of shorts. Because people almost in the beginning, people would ask like, "Just tell me your setting." But the thing is, we have to understand. So, like my room, my microphone, my voice is completely different from yours. However, I've answered too many of those, and so I just say by prefacing, you will have a different setting, but here's my setup, because they want to know anyway. So I've also tweaked mine. I've already tweaked mine multiple times since I shared the shorts with you. So don't make that as a starting point, and you can always change. I change mine all the time. All right. So what about Charles? Do you have any one thing that you barely use your RØDECaster? Do you have any tip? Don't get one. You have two microphones coming in. I feel like it's coming. It sounds like phasing.
Okay, so I just had the one mic now.
Good. So it does work. It is coming in through USB 2.
It's coming in through USB 2, obviously on only one side.
Okay, but we don't hear it because you're not coming in stereo, so we don't hear that you're coming in one side.
So on my side, I'm only coming in on the left.
You can go to your channel, the USB 2 channel, and then turn the panning off, maybe, or pan your other channel over to the. I don't know. If it's on one side, maybe you can make that mono. If you have that control, I'm not sure if you have processing though. USB-C, USB 2. Do you have processing? This is how
I can adjust. Okay, so now it's centered.
Okay, for you, we've been able to hear you.
Centered.
Okay, all right, good.
But there's no processing.
No processing, but you can pan.
Nothing. You can pan.
Remember the OG? You cannot pan. Oh my gosh, that drives me nuts. You couldn't pan.
We're on the freaking Sean, if you're watching this.
Yes. Sean is the one that lovingly call when we have like a slap back. He said, "Oh, we've got Mix Plus."
Yeah. God, this sounds horrible.
Yeah.
Hold on.
You don't sound too horrible. It's not the same.
Yeah.
There you
go. I hear nothing but echo in my headphones. But anyways, so now I know why people don't wear headphones while they're using these things.
Yes, because there's too much delay.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, because it's wireless. I mean latency.
Yeah.
Latency, yeah.
So yes, it works. You can connect via USB-C.
All right, that answers your question, Rob. It does work.
But there is no control other than panning.
Okay, cool.
And the reason I couldn't get it to connect before was that they have to be updated to the latest firmware.
I see.
If they're not updated,
it won't use the receiver.
Well, and the receiver you have to update as well.
Oh, okay.
So the receiver I had already updated because I had plugged it into my laptop to charge it. Because I wanted to connect it to Rode Central. And let me just grab this. So this is the wireless micro receiver that they sent out. I still have the film on it. And then I've got the lightning set, but this comes in a USB-C as well. So you have to make sure that all three of these devices have to be updated. Latest firmware on all three devices here. and on the new wireless micro camera receiver. They all have to be up to date. You have to download Rode Central on your mobile device or on your computer to be able to update them. But once you've done that, you just powered it on by clicking the little Rode button at the top. I don't know if you can see that.
So, oh, you know what? I just realized I shared the link.
There's a Rode button at the top, and then on the, or I guess that's on the bottom. On the top, there is a volume and a sync button. And you just press the sync, it'll change to blue and start going back and forth. And as it connects, it will turn one side green, the other side purple, unless you connect both mics. So
good,
there you go.
Good. Here's the answer.
It does work.
I know I'm looking at the time, it's like already past 30 minutes. Is there any other tips that you wanted to open it up to everybody now? Popcorn.
I mean, the only thing I will say when it comes to, so I had the RØDECaster OG for a long time, and I still have it. My kids use it, but think about your use case. That, you know, the only thing I ever do is I might go live maybe once in a rare blue moon. I do podcasts, but it's just me, so I don't need anything crazy, and I do Zoom calls. Do I need a RØDECaster Duo? Do I need a RØDECaster Pro? Yeah, if I just want to tinker with stuff. But other than that actual use case, the OG actually did just fine. You know, and I think it's easy to get caught up in, I need this
new equipment.
I need all this capability. I need the latest
Sometimes
model.
you do.
And sometimes it's just not true. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you do, but really evaluate your use case.
I would say, unless you can
and I will
find
say
some...
RØDECasters hold their value. So
Yes.
that's one thing to consider, is that, you know, if you're not sure, and you want to start off with an OG, you can find a lot of good quality
I was just gonna
pre-owned
say,
OGs.
How much
you don't have
think
to buy a new one.
Rob, how much did I sell you for? 300? I can't remember. If you find it, and it was brand new, it was right out of the box because I just got that replaced, it's brand new. And if you are able to find it for $300, maybe if you want to buy it today, I would say get the RØDECaster Pro II or Duo, if prices and channels are not a limitation. So what are your thoughts, other people? Neil, would you recommend a RØDECaster OG today? If budget is not an issue, let's set aside the budget.
No, I think I go for the Duo.
Okay,
but never recommend the Streamer X. Just
Nee, you're here. Nee has a Streamer X. Oh, tell us why. Tell us why.
Streamer X too. So
You have a Streamer X also,
yeah.
Phil? Okay.
I'm trying to decide. which to keep.
If you have a RØDECaster Pro II right now, you probably don't need to keep that. Neil, I want to hear your thoughts. Why do you say
I had
so?
two customers who went ahead and bought them, and both had issues with them from day one. Got replacements, then had subsequent issues as well.
Is it
And, you know,
video
it's
issues or audio issues?
Yeah, it's just it's audio issues. I think they had the main problem with the HDMI pass through, and video was fine, but they just had unreliable audio connectivity, and then the thing just kept crashing. And if you read some of the forums, if you just do a little bit of research, I mean, this was a while ago, so I can't. This was at least 12 months ago. I can't speak for it now, and whether it's had subsequent firmware
Fixes,
and hardware
yeah.
updates. I think there were some glitches with the hardware, just general bad. We've released this product, and it's really just got some issues, and maybe they fixed it now in the latest iterations. But if somebody asks me what to get, I'll just say, well, if you need one microphone, maybe go for a Focusrite, or if you just want to use the RØDECaster functionality, then just go for a Duo. That's all. I think the Streamer X was a great product. I think it was a great idea, but I just think there's been too many reported issues with it from people, so I just can't in good conscience recommend it at the moment, I think.
Yeah. And if RØDECaster, if price is not a concern, RØDECaster Duo and RØDECaster Pro II is what I would recommend. And if you want to know why, you can go back to listen to 2-3 weeks ago when we were talking about audio routing. trying to do two applications either on the Mac or the computer or on your phone, having the RØDECaster, the newer RØDECaster Duo, RØDECaster Pro II makes it so simple to have. One can be connected to a phone, for instance, and have a, like Clubhouse, the app right now connected to my phone, be hearing everybody here on Zoom, and Zoom can also hear people in vice versa. So it's a lot easier that way without having to do a lot of routing that way. Anybody else have?
I just missed my TRRS.
USB-C is a new TRRS. Hello. I have to say though, I did miss it before iPhone 15. iPhone 15 was the first phone with the USB-C, right? So before 15, I miss my TRRS. I still have my TRRS AB switch here because I used to, do all that. I use the TRRS connection from the OG a lot. It's very reliable. It's analog. It's old school. It is reliable. You don't have to worry about anything at all. But once
it works.
Yeah. Once I switched over to the RØDECaster Pro II, I missed it for a while until the iPhone 15 came out, and then I never looked back. Anybody else have either things that you want to share about RØDECaster that you recently learned or have always wanted to share with other RØDECaster users, that brand new users? George, what's yours?
Well, as you know, I came from the Tascam Mixcast 4.
Yes.
And I must say, I mean, I'm not sure why I didn't go with the Duo when it very first came out. Switch over, because as you know, I'm here in the Duo because there was very little updates done to the Mixcast and very little support. I think the latest video out on YouTube for it is like 2 years old.
Yeah, I know they came in, I wouldn't say a little too late, but very much too late. And it was the product that came out, the Mixcast 4. Is it called? What's it called? Mixcast 4?
Mixcast 4.
Mixcast 4. It was also like almost like a direct copy of the OG RØDECaster, not even the newer RØDECaster. So that's why I think it feels a little old, and unfortunately, they also stopped probably giving the update that people hope would see.
I mean, I've had my the Duo for 2 weeks now, and they've already come out with an update. I mean, so it's like it's constant.
Well, speaking of updates, I mean, we got the latest Call Me function just like recently.
Yes.
And the RØDECaster Pro II has been out for 3 years? 2 years? 3 years?
Which one? The RØDECaster Pro II? We talked about that. Like 2, is it? I don't know if it's 3 years yet. Maybe 2 plus years? Is it 3 years?
At the maximum of what the RØDECaster Pro II in terms of functionality, in terms of update already, you reckon?
Feature-wise, not yet. They haven't even delivered the musician part of it. I don't know about hardware.
I don't like about Rode is that I wish they had an actual... One thing I love about Apple is that I can plan out when I'm going to update stuff, when I'm going to replace hardware, like when it's
like
coming
a cycle,
out. Every fall, like there is no regular rhyme or reason cycle to what Rode does,
which may not be a bad thing. Maybe your RØDECaster Pro II can last you 5 years.
The RØDECaster Pro II was released May 2022.
May 2022. So it is 3 years.
Yeah, but what reason other than, I mean, okay, the former product manager in me says, why aren't you releasing new product every year? But really, when you look at the functionality of this thing, which is well beyond anything I'll need any time, probably, this decade. And they've still got, as you pointed out, they've still got other features that are coming. I don't know that.
Yeah, this could be a 5-year-old machine, because I think when they came out with the OG RØDECaster, they did not expect where the users are going to push them to do.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be a very simple mixer, and then they kept doing more and more. And that's why the RØDECaster Pro II, which is also why it has more issues than the RØDECaster OGs because the entire system is not the same anymore. Is it Linux or something? It was all software based.
Well, here's the thing. So, like, going back to what Philip was saying, I was watching this video from this guy was unboxing the original Sony all the way up to the current Sony PlayStation.
Mm-hmm.
And what was interesting about that is that when Sony first, they were late to the market.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Nintendo and Sega were the leaders. Sega was actually owning the market by like 55-60%. Nintendo was down. And then here comes PlayStation, totally new to the market. Well, they were the first ones to do 3D graphics. Then came the PlayStation 2, which actually wasn't that much of an upgrade. They didn't reinvent the wheel. They added a little bit more memory. It was a different box shape, but the overall concept, they didn't change their graphics or anything. They just added more built-in memory so it could do a little bit better. I could see where Rode could say, hey, we're going to add a little bit more memory and we're going to add another USB-C port. They don't have to change anything else. We're going to update the display to a nicer display, or we're going to, make minor tweaks, and now you have an improvement on a previous product without totally reiterating the thing. That's one thing that Apple's done really well at and Sony's done well at. So
now I'm curious, as RØDECaster users, Phil, do you want to respond real quick?
Yeah, I just, only because I was there at Sony when all this stuff was happening, right? And there were multiple reasons they upgraded to the PlayStation 2. There are multiple reasons they upgraded to the PlayStation 3. And the majority of them had to do with profitability, because PlayStation, from a hardware perspective, was not profitable. PlayStation 2 got them closer to being actually profitable. And then PlayStation 3 was sort of the realization of we have streamlined all these components together into one. We've taken all these different chips and put them onto one and gotten manufacturing costs down. And then you combine that with software profitability, and suddenly, so that's not the only reason that they did it, but that was the primary driving force, because we lost money on those
business
things.
move. Then
but from the consumer standpoint, we didn't know any of that. We were buying, hey, it's a little bit better graphics because it improved onboard memory.
Sure. Well, that's where I came in. We marketed.
I mean, and I'm willing to pay, in like today's dollars, PS2 would be like $500-$600 in today's money.
So I want to hear.
It's interesting.
I want to hear now, with so many RØDECaster users here, if you have like Duo, obviously, probably if you just got a Duo, you may not be thinking about it this much. But as a RØDECaster Pro II user who started using it when it first came out, John Lowe is, Neil probably, myself, and definitely Nee. I'm not sure about Michael. Did you get that it first came out? Yeah, you did.
Yeah.
What do you what features that, if there's like a second or another RØDECaster Pro 3 that comes out, what would you want?
Another USB port.
Another USB port with 3 USB ports? Okay.
3 USB and the ability to have more virtual channels on the Duo.
Well, I mean, physically, you have 3 USB ports right now.
Well,
one is for power.
One's for yeah.
Technically,
we're not counting that one.
No,
John.
technically,
I think for me, I would definitely want to get I was envious of people who got the Duo because there was the microphone jack.
Oh,
in the front.
Oh, the headset.
The headset.
Yeah.
The headset jack in the front.
TRRS
Because
headset on the front.
for someone
yeah.
like me, I'm probably utilizing my RØDECaster 2 because I don't usually do like a podcast with more than 2 people. And so having to go behind each time for like if I'm just on a Zoom call and go behind and route the cable at the side, like right now I would have preferred to just have it in front. I can just jack it in as opposed to going. It's a small.
The OG has it in front and the back. The OG has it in the front too.
Yeah. I'm not sure why they made that change there, but that was one of the things I was like, oh man, I wish I had that.
I want more faders. Physical. I want more
Yeah.
physical faders. Now
Wait,
it's gonna get.
wait.
Now that we have a duo, you can make the other one bigger. Give me like
Doesn't
two more
the
faders.
the DLZ, because I think Rode bought Mackie.
Yeah,
Don't they have like more faders? I'm not sure if they have similar features.
they
I think
may
it's
have.
about the. I think it's about the same though. But with me, I think you know, when Rode came out with the RØDECaster Pro II, the one was lacking certain things in terms of the connectors from the back, the XLR connectors. You know, that was a big game changer. The noise floor was a big game changer. You don't have to buy a cloud lifter for your those of you using the SS7B. That was a big game changer. So, like, on an audio side, I don't think there's something else that they can do to this machine, because if they were going to have, they would have done that, and that's why they came out with the video. Because the Streamer X was, to me, I do believe sometimes companies do take risks to push out certain piece of product just to test the waters. And once the waters was tested and they realized, wow, nobody else is doing this.
The RØDECaster video is the next
then they brought
generation
in- Yes, the video.
Streamer
to me,
X.
to me, that's what I'll say. That the video was the next generation, because the video has the same power as your RØDECaster Pro II with lesser channels, but again, much for the video. So say, hey, if you are into video, why waste money to get a RØDECaster and go get all those things, whilst you could just get the RØDECaster video and it's going to solve that niche? Because let's be honest, how many people use all 4 channels if they even running a podcast, in-studio podcast, right? You know, like in-studio podcast, right?
Yeah.
It's going to be 2
I have different microphones.
at most. Yes, I know, but somebody running an in-studio podcast, at most they may run 2. You know, on a busy, when they got much guests, then probably they're gonna be running 4 microphones. 4
Me,
microphones.
I have
you
4
know?
different microphones.
You
I
know?
have. It's valid. Like I have a singing microphone, and then I have a condenser microphone where I use for recording, and then
Yeah.
I also have my wireless. So all 4. But I'm also the odd one. Like I feel like most people don't use that many, but I have different purposes to use the different microphones. I want to check in with the mixer on the DLZ Creator faders. They
Yeah, it
have
has
4,
eight of them.
They have 8 faders. So,
And a
oh,
master.
Well, it's not really. It's hold on, back up. That's not really. One of them is the master out. Correct.
no, they have 8 plus 1. 8
yeah,
plus
the 8
1.
plus
well,
the,
then you've got the sound of.
Sound,
Back.
which is which technically, if you don't want to use, which is why it's so flexible to have the RØDECaster, because if you don't want to dedicate a fader to your sound effects, you don't have to assign to it. Then you can assign to other things. But I want 2 more. 1, 2,
Let's
3,
be honest. Let's be honest.
6.
Let's be honest, John.
8. Wow, I want 8.
John,
I want
there
8.
is-
Yes.
See the Mackie.
Especially, sorry. Especially now that with virtual devices, I want more faders to control more things. So anyway, sorry, go ahead, Nee.
I just think the Mackie
DLZ.
DLZ, to me, is too huge, right?
It's
Now,
okay. You can get the smaller one. You can get a Duo now. So that's why they.
it's still huge. That thing is like screen huge, and I'm
It is.
just
It's
gonna-
like having an iPad, which
Yeah,
might be nice
yeah.
though.
The only reason why I don't really use my Streamer X and it's just a paperweight back over there is because
It's too
of the
big?
dial. No, because of the dial. It's
Yeah.
I was so used to the faders.
The
and
fader.
just
Well, I
hated-
want fader too.
I just hated the dial.
I want
right?
physical
But
faders. You
but-
can even make it smaller and make it not full size fader.
I think if Rode does this, John, check this out. So Rode, instead of releasing a new product for the fader, they only release just a fader, right?
I don't even mind that. I
Check
don't
this
even
out,
mind
and
that.
then-
You can just have
and-
like another extension connected via USB,
USB-C.
Ethernet or something to.
USB-C or internet or whatever, and then you could control all
I
your
love my
faders that way.
I love my physical faders. What can I say? 8 would be
So
good.
you're saying
Phil,
they could do
I gotta-
accessory fader.
Phil, and then
accessory.
George.
So you're saying they could release a series of accessories like a
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
fader
yeah.
that's
Yes,
like-
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
I honestly think that that's okay, if I were Rode, far be it from me, the longer they can keep the Duo and the Pro 2 just churning, right? The more profit they're making. And
Yeah.
that gives the ability to do all
They don't
those
have to
other
do new product. They have to build,
I mean-
manufacture new
I mean, just molds
parts. Yeah.
alone are yeah, it's incredibly so. Yeah, I would prefer them to keep upgrading, right? Through software, and then yeah, John, I think external devices because
I don't
do you
mind
think
it.
they bought Mackie because they saw that okay, we need to expand into like music production, right?
Yeah.
And so the Mackie devices can be their, you know, their mixers, if you will. Maybe I don't know, or maybe they just
George?
bought them because they were competing. I don't know.
Well, I have a strange, being a new Duo user. I mean, this thing is just going to do more than I need, but I really like on a Stream Deck to where you can put your own icons and words.
Ah,
and
yes. On the smart pads. Yes.
smart
They can make, I want the smart pad, make the smart pad smaller and then put a screen in there like a Stream Deck.
Right,
Make it
exactly.
smaller and then give me 2 additional faders, physical faders.
But
Neil,
An
do you,
accessory Stream Deck. an
Touchpad's so
accessory Stream Deck.
iconic though. You just want to smack on it, you know, the way it is
Yeah.
right now.
yeah, I mean, it could even still be a little smaller. It can still work. Neil, do you have any wish list for the next hardware?
I'm like you, John, so I'm a little bit of an oddball as well. So I'm a musician as well. I play music and do other bits and pieces. So that's why I wanted a mixer with multiple inputs as well. So to plug in keyboards and more microphones and things like that. And when I'm doing my YouTube videos, I actually have a shotgun microphone just out of frame here, and that's what I'll use and get rid of the SM7B. So I don't want to have to keep unplugging things.
Yes.
So the more inputs, the more faders, the
Yes.
better. Bring it on. Let's have
Yes.
16. Let's go crazy.
Six
So I'm
inputs,
there-
8
I'm there
faders.
with the faders.
I'm with you. Plus 2.
But I agree with you with the pads. I mean, color coding is fine. Not great if people are colorblind. So that's a problem with the pads. Make the pads smaller. I agree with
Yeah.
with what you guys said, and have some form of like Stream Deck type little icon on there so I can see which button I'm pressing, because I'm not 100% sure which one I'm sort of pressing.
Yes.
That's why I use it with the Stream Deck, so I actually, you know, the MIDI stuff, I can actually see what I'm pressing beforehand. But I'd like to see Rode come up with the Video Pro that they've got, but make it with full size faders. So almost like a hybrid of the Rode Video with the RØDECaster Pro II, but make it all 4K as well. Because I would have bought, if I hadn't got the
RØDECaster
RØDECaster Pro II, I would have bought the Rode Video Pro, or whatever it's called.
RØDECaster Video.
Because I had to end up buying a Decklink Pro quad HDMI thing that's about, you know, $6,000. It's just ridiculous money for what it is, because I wanted 4 inputs, because I use multiple cameras and I do a lot of that different type of studio work. So that's what I want Rode to do, and I think they probably will expand, because the YOLO box and others do 4K in a smaller sort of size, but it's not obviously the same as the RØDECaster. So there's a few things they can do, but I'm with what everybody else said. Firmware updates, keep iterating on what they've got from a product perspective, because the RØDECaster Pro II now is pretty solid. It's had a few little quirks with, you know, the firmware updates and things, but they're not too bad at fixing the firmware issues. I think Rode, they're pretty good, especially when a lot of people shout and they broke something quite fundamental. So yeah, more faders.
Well, let's wrap this up because we're at the end of this hour, and we're going to carry on any additional conversation about this future RØDECaster discussion over onto Soundcheck. So if you haven't subscribed to this channel, now will be a good time, because when you subscribe to it, the next show comes on for Soundcheck, you will be notified. So make sure I'll give you a few moments to do that while we wrap this up. Streamer X.
You're trying to run.
What's that? Oh, my tech run. I already did that.
I'm saying
This is my tech run show.
Nee seems like he wants to do a giveaway with the
Giveaway.
RØDEX.
Oh,
He's got a lot to give away.
No. 'cause
Anyway,
I
we'll
may be traveling and I
save-
may be using this.
save your conversation to the next show, Soundcheck, at the top of the hour. And thanks everybody, especially Neil, for staying up until like 3 a.m. to be here. Thank you so much. And so many people recognize you. Awesome. Thank you so much, Neil. Come back anytime. All right, bye everybody. We'll see you on Soundcheck.